Boom! Welcome to another motovlog, everybody. Only this ain't a motovlog, it's a regular vlog because the weather has been pretty crappy outside lately here in Texas. And so we're going to do an EDC, my everyday carry, which will most likely cause the people at YouTube to run to their safe spaces, curl up in the fetal position, suck their thumbs and pee all over themselves, which is always fun. So without further ado, let's get into it. First thing I have, folks, get you a good quality gun belt. They're not expensive compared to, I did the thing for a while, would just buy department store belts and would wear through them every month or so. And then, so this is like $30, I think it is. And by the way, none of these products you see in this video are sponsored or anything like that. It's just what I carry and what I like. It's not the end-all be-all of what you should carry. Just show you what I carry, and maybe you see something that you might go, "Oh, I didn't think about that." And there's a plus to this at the end of it. So this is made by I got this from 511 Tactical. It's a simple gun belt. The reason I like it is because it's easy to switch out stuff. And you got the double clip where you got to take all kind of stuff apart. It's a simple through the buckle over the little holder thing, and voila, and it velcros. And I'll show you why I change out my holsters from time to time. But get you a good quality gun belt. It'll make a huge difference. Now, let's get to the nitty gritty. My primary carry is a Smith & Wesson SD9VE. One of their cheaper 9mm. I gotta tell you though, I went through Tactical Response's fighting pistol with this weapon. Shot about 1,000 rounds through it in 2 days, and only had one malfunction, and that was a magazine that malfunctioned, not the gun itself. The gun ran flawlessly, even though it was mud and rain and everything else. It is safe. I have True Grow night sights on it. Of course, you can't tell that because it's not dark in here. And I have a Olight PL Mini on it. Find you with the light. So there you go. That's what I carry. The holster that I use actually found on the there it is. I thought I left it in the room. This is the holster. After they came out with this PL Mini, I searched on the internet and only found one holster that would fit the SD9 and the PL Mini. There's no name, there's no nothing, and there could be more out there now, but I ain't had a need to look for one. Now, here comes the switch in the holster part. When I'm riding my motorcycle, I switch out to a tactical holster because I'd hate for this to go falling down, come out of that holster while I'm riding down the road, go skipping down the road or off into a ditch or anything. So while I'm riding, I switch out, I take the Olight off, and I switch out to a tactical holster. So it will not come out unless I want it to come out. And you can pick these up anywhere. I think I got this at Academy or somewhere like that. Either that or Cabela's, one of the two. If I want to go slim and kind of keep it concealed but still on my hip, I go to a thinner one. Got a sweat shield on it. Pretty sure I got this at Academy or somewhere like that also. These are pretty common. You can find them. I don't call it a sweat shield. I call it a fat shield because that helps from pinching my fat roll when I put the weapon in the holster. But there's a slimmer one, and I just covered up with my shirt fairly easy. That's why I switch out holsters from time to time. Carry a backup weapon, folks. Guns do malfunction. Magazines do malfunction. This one is safe also. It's an M&P shield. And I carry this as my backup weapon. The way I carry it is like this tank top, or wife beater shirt if you want to call it that, but it ain't white. It's a mesh material. I wear this underneath my shirt, and it's made by a company called Undercover, and they even make underwear with slots in them for guns and stuff, but all kind of neat stuff they make. But this is the most comfortable way I've found to carry my backup weapon, almost like a shoulder holster. It goes underneath my left arm, and of course it messes up when I go to show it to you. And then it's got a little safety thing here. Voila. And that does not move. It does not go anywhere. And like I said, this is pretty breathable, and I really like carrying my backup weapon like this. Alright, let's get to the belt, what I carry on my belt. First thing I carry on my belt is a soft magazine holder. I have all kind of magazine holders. This is the most comfortable way I found to carry extra magazines. Spare magazine for the SD9 in the front, spare magazine for the M&P shield in the back. Then, next to it, now this is off one of my duty belts. I can't remember what I actually carried with this, but I carry pepper spray in it now. Alright, next to it, I have a flashlight. Yes, I know there's tactical flashlights out there to burn, you know, a hole in your retina and all that stuff. And it's going to make it seem like I'm Smith & Wesson nuts, but I bought this at Walmart, I believe, 99% sure, because the tactical flashlights, I used to carry them, but sometimes them batteries are expensive. I had one that it was $26 a battery, and it had 2 batteries in it, and I went through them twice and had to replace them. So I went with something cheaper. It just takes 2 AA batteries, which is a lot better on my wallet book, or my wallet. And this is a constant pressure flashlight, meaning it only works when I push the button. So I can hold it, I can let go, I can hold it, let go. So I like that. Everyday use. I use this every day at work. That's why I got the less expensive one. But it's fine. It works just great. Next to it, I have a multi-tool. Like I said, none of these are sponsored, but I got to tell you about this multi-tool. Somebody bought me one of these and gave it to me as a gift. I had that. This is a Gerber suspension multi-tool. I had that thing for 10 years, better than 10 years, before it broke. So when it broke, I bought a new one. You ordered the exact same thing online. I've had this one about 1.5 years, and it ain't like I don't use this every once in a while. This is also an everyday use. Every single day, I use this multiple times throughout the day at work. And like I said, this one's about 1.5 years old. The other one that I had for better than 10 years, I was actually twisting something with the end of it and broke the tip off. After 10 years, I think that's pretty good. By far, the most outlasting multi-tool I've ever had. And I probably won't never change unless I come across one that lasts longer, but I kind of doubt it. And I use this every day. So, love this thing. Gerber suspension is the name of that. Alright, let's go to the pockets. In my pocket I keep this. Here we go again, ready? This is a Smith & Wesson border guard. Not kidding, I paid 15 bucks for this at a truck stop about 3 years ago. It's got a seatbelt cutter, a lanyard, something, hook up a lanyard to. It's got the little clip on the back, and serrated and straight edge on the blade. And the neat thing is this material right here. I have filed down so many things with this, whatever this is right here. I don't know if it's diamonds or what, but I've filed down metal, I've filed down wood, I've filed down plastic, things that I needed to fix real quick, and this has filed it down. Excellent, excellent, whatever this is. You can see the knife is discolored. I use this every day too. Everyday use. About every 3 months I'll have to toss an edge on it. But other than that, excellent, cheap $15 knife that I've had for about 3 years. And use every single day. Alright. Then the usual stuff in the pockets. Whoop, throw it. Wallet. Truck keys, big truck keys. A fob for my Harley. And other keys. Spare, well, these are actually my primary use if I don't have my regular readers on. Pair of readers that, the heck is that? There's a big old hair on there. They fold up. Nice and neat. I bought these about 6-7 years ago. I kid you not. At a pharmacy store. I think they're like 25 bucks, something like that. A little, you know. And like I said, I've had these 6-7 years. Keep them in my pocket. And then I ain't doing finally yet. A rat's tourniquet. Keep a rat's tourniquet on me. Yeah, there's some that say, you know, that the thicker tourniquets and all that stuff are better and all that stuff, and they may be, I don't know. But this one here does work, and it's that big I can keep it in my pocket. That's why I have this one. I keep this in my pocket. The final thing I keep in my pocket is spam cards. There they are. Spam cards. If I can hold still. There they are. So I keep them. So, that's it. That was pretty simple. Let's go to the plus part. Alright, this is what I mean about the plus part. If you travel for a living, you're a professional truck driver, you're a contractor, you're driving around in, you know, contractor vehicles or whatever, state to state or area to area, or if you're on vacation, taking your vehicle on vacation, you're absolutely out of your mind. You don't have these two things with you. First off, is a first aid bag. Did you not? This is my first aid bag. I don't know what you can see on camera there, but this is a first aid kit that I carry with me. The only time I don't have this with me is if I'm on my motorcycle. It's in my personal vehicle at all times, or if I'm in my big truck, it's in my big truck. Alright? And it ain't bad to do this. This is a $25 bag I picked up somewhere. Like this little kit right here. I can't remember what it costs. This is a mass bleeding trauma kit right here. Not the bag itself, the stuff in it. That I picked up at Tactical Response's website, or store. Another tourniquet right here. It's got numerous things throughout it. A rescue tool that'll cut seat belts and break windows. I also picked this up at Tactical Response's gear store. Medic scissors, excuse me. Other scissors, pen light for checking pupils. And all the rest of the stuff in here, I just picked up here, there. Walmart, pharmacy stores. As I'd go through them, I'd go, oh, I need that, and I need that, and then I filled it up. Wasn't expensive. I mean, anything from a paper cut to mass bleeding, I have it in here. Then you don't have to know how to use this stuff in this bag. I have stopped at many accidents where someone almost always shows up that's got more training than I do, and they go to town with my bag. So, get you a good first aid kit. You don't have to have something like this, but always keep a first aid kit with you. And then, the second thing. This is my survival bag. Okay? It's loaded down with stuff that's going, you know, listen, if you kids ain't seen the events of 9/11 on you know, watch it on the internet or something, the younger people that don't remember 9/11, but I'm not talking about the towers going down or nothing like that. I'm talking about the news footage of the millions of people having to walk home. Millions of people having to walk home in New York City. So if you're a truck driver, or you're a contractor, or you're on vacation, what are you going to do if some natural disaster happens, or man-made disaster happens, and you can no longer proceed in your vehicle and you're trying to get home to your family members? What are you going to do? You're going to get out and walk. For truck drivers, contractors, and especially people on vacation, you could be hundreds of miles away from your home. Average person can walk about 100 miles in a week. In a week. Alright? A little bit less than that, actually. But if you're having to carry a pack, if you're having to do it tactically and go from cover to cover to cover to cover, it's going to take you longer. So this bag, I have about 2 weeks worth of food in it. Everything you can come up with to survive. Hatchets, a tent, thermal blanket, on it 5 different ways to start a fire, and like I said, about 2 weeks worth of food. And then some will say, you know, what about the gray man? If you're in a city and you know you're going to be in a city, yeah, do the gray man thing, you know, like a school backpack and just jeans and a t-shirt, regular blend-in clothing. But I'm not going to do that. Number one, I'm going to move at night. If I can no longer proceed in my vehicle and I'm trying to get home and I'm hundreds of miles away, I'm going to move at night. And I'm going to keep to the woods as much as possible. This, I can hide during the day, hide this in the woods, and get me some rest and eat and stuff and sleep, and then at night I'm moving again. And this will blend in good in the woods. It's just, like I said, it's full. I got 2 different canteens on it. I got canteens in my vehicle that will hook to my belt loop like Boy Scout canteens. I got a hydration bladder in here that, and I keep water in my vehicles enough to fill all this stuff up with water. So, get you a good survival pack. Matter of fact, this one's getting wore out from me moving it in and out of my vehicle. I have to replace this bag. But anyways, survival pack. I'm going to survive if I have to get out of my vehicle and walk. Are you going to do it? This is it right here. By the way, inside here are fold-up maps of every state that I go to. Alright? And 2 compasses. Alright, folks, learn how to read a map and use a compass, because what are you going to do when your phone ain't working? What are you going to do when your phone battery goes dead and you can't use GPS? Sadly, there's so many truck drivers out there nowadays that can't find the end of their driveway without a GPS. So learn how to read a map, learn how to use a compass. It will definitely help you if your phone does not work for whatever reason. Alright, that's my survival bag. And all my kids carry these too. So that's the plus part of it. Appreciate each one of y'all watching this non-riding video, because the weather sucks. If you want, please share this on your social media. We're at, I forget how many now, subscribers. We're getting close to 100. 100 would work. We'll be excited for 100. I know you're going to say, Matt, there's YouTubers out there with millions of subscribers. Yeah, but at one point, when they were getting close to 100, they were pretty excited too. And we're pretty excited. So share this on social media, and let's get us up over 100 subs. We do appreciate y'all watching. As always, if you have served or if you're currently serving in our nation's military, if you're a firefighter, EMS, first responder, or especially law enforcement, we appreciate everything you do for us and the sacrifices you and your families have made. Ladies, flash a stranger today. Boom.